They say poker is a game of skill, strategy, and a whole lot of luck. But for Phil Hellmuth, the poker brat himself, there is another ingredient in the mix: pure, unadulterated passion. This 14-time WSOP bracelet winner, whose record speaks volumes about his legendary poker prowess, isn't just known for his strategic mind and steely focus. Phil brings a fiery intensity to the table that sometimes boils over. We've all been there, right? That bad beat leaves you muttering under your breath. Well, Phil, he takes it to a whole new level. From epic table throws that would make a toddler jealous to legendary insults that would put a sailor to shame, this guy's meltdowns are a spectacular sport on their own. So grab some popcorn, because we are about to relive 5 of the most glorious or disastrous, depending on how you look at it, Phil Hellmuth Blowups ever captured on camera. Oh, and to watch more of our great videos, please hit the subscribe button. Number 1. Starting off our list, our first Phil Hellmuth meltdown comes from a Hustler Casino live cash game. The night started off rocky for Phil. A cooler had left Phil fuming earlier during the night.
Come on, this What's that?
He found himself in a hand with pocket kings, a seemingly strong position. Yet, his opponent caught a lucky run of cards, leaving Phil with nothing but king high. Fast forward to Phil facing off against Alan Keating, a player known for his aggressive tactics. Phil raises the pot pre-flop with a weak holding, just 7-6 suited. Everyone folds except Keating, which shouldn't come as a surprise considering his reputation. The flop brings no help for Phil, and both players cautiously check. Here comes the turning point. By betting here, he could potentially scare Keating out of the pot, but instead he checks again. Keating, sensing weakness, throws down a hefty $50,000 bet. Finally, Phil makes the right call by folding his hand. Folding might seem logical, but for Phil, the emotional toll had already reached a boiling point.
I'm having a lot of fun today, boys. A lot of fun. Motherfucker, I have 2 pair and on the turn and
Number 2. Moving swiftly onward, we have a heated war of words. Phil faces a crucial decision, calling all in against Duke. As Phil ponders his move, tension fills the air. Whispers erupt from other players.
Could this be another one of those unsuccessful Phil traps?
The ropers? I think for now we should let him think, give him a break. He's had a tough day.
It's only one decision. There's only one decision left, so.
The mockery, criticism, and constant whispers from other players get under Phil's skin, and he cannot maintain focus.
Please be quiet.
Please be quiet so I can talk.
Is this the way it's going to be every tournament out here, or what?
The commentary visibly bothers him. And then what you have all been waiting for, the eruption. Phil directs his attention to the show's producer.
Maury, are you going to give penalties for the shit, or what?
Can you say that on TV?
When the producer does not respond, Phil loses his temper and goes on a heated war of words with another player named Sean.
Damn, I gotta get
Why don't you shut the up?
I gotta get a drink.
You're out of line. And you're too stupid to know
I
it.
didn't say a word to you. You're just jumping down my throat for no reason right now.
For no reason?
For no reason. You playing bad, you got a losing hand, and you're just trying to get some TV time. Mock your hand, idiot.
The other players do a good job of getting under Phil's skin in this one. So much so that Phil throws his cards down in a dramatic flourish.
I can't even make a decision anymore. This is bull. Now I have to let her win the pot with ace-8 because I can't think it out, right?
He storms off the set in a huff. Were Phil's actions justified? You can let me know in the comments. Number 3. Taking you all the way back to the 2008 World Series of Poker main event for this. With nerves on edge, Phil finds himself in a hand with Adam Levy. The game is set up so Phil holds decent pocket 8s while Levy has a sneaky Queen 10 suit. The flop deals a promising 9-6 jack. Phil, sensing an opportunity, throws a continuation bet of $20,000. Levy calls, staying in the game. The turn brings a dramatic twist. The 8 diamonds. This sweet card strengthens both players' hands, but gives Levy the upper hand. Fearing a potential straight or worse, Phil hesitates and checks the action. Levy, sensing Phil's uncertainty, throws a hefty $37,000 bet. Phil, caught in a tight spot, decides to call. The river card, a deuce, lands a cruel joke, dramatically improving Levy's standings. However, Phil, still thinking he is ahead, takes a bold and some may deem a questionable step. He fires a hefty $60,000 bet on the river, even adding a jab at Levy's play.
I'm not tricky enough to play Queen 10 this good, am I?
Believe he's the one with the queen 10.
Levy, unfazed by the comment, raises the stakes even higher, offering a cool $155,000. Phil now has a crucial decision to make as he goes on to call. That's when the reality of the situation dawns on Phil. He discovers, to his horror, that Levy's queen 10 has beaten his pocket eights. What unfolds thereafter can only be described as a meltdown for the ages.
Called a race with a
10 of clubs.
He called a race with queen 10, honey.
I know, honey. He's some online guy.
I had a set. He's supposed to bust me anyway. Called a race with a queen 10. You're not a player. Called a race with queen 10. Idiot player. He called a race with queen 10. How do these players, how are they even still in this tournament? It's just unbelievable. This kid probably won't last another hour. I promise. Watch, he called a race with a queen and a 10.
A queen and a 10.
How do these players even last this long? It's just so sick. They have no concept of poker.
The rant and shouts echo across the room, once again showing that even a seasoned veteran like Phil can feel the pressure and disappointment of an unexpected loss and trigger a public display of frustration and anger.
Idiot players call races with queen 10. They don't even know how to spell poker. I mean, like, this kid has all the chips. He probably won't even make the final 200.
Number 4. So far, we have seen 3 of the saltiest meltdowns from Phil Hellmuth's career in poker. But what you are about to witness takes the blow-ups to a level you are unprepared for. If you are enjoying this video so far, subscribe to our channel. It's the NBC National Heads Up Poker Championship. Phil Hellmuth is facing off against Tom Dwan, who holds a seemingly weaker hand. Pocket tens. The hand starts slow. Dwan senses an opportunity and throws in a raise. Phil isn't the one to back down now, is he? So he fires back with 3 aggressive bets, pushing the pot significantly. Dwan one-ups him and makes the ultimate gamble by throwing all the chips in. Phil, who has a clear pre-flop advantage, makes a snap call.
I call.
Quick call by Hellmuth.
I call.
The flop reveals a promising deuce king, 7 with 2 spades. Things are looking good for Phil, but this is poker, and cards can shift in a heartbeat. And that is exactly what happens when the turn lands with a cruel twist. Dwan's hand gains significant strength, leaving Phil sweating. The nail in the coffin comes when the river card has a disappointing diamond fall. The game ends in a miraculous victory for Dwan, who comes from behind to snatch the victory out of Phil's hands. Phil explodes. This wasn't just any loss. It was a brutal cooler, a statistical anomaly.
Son, I would tell you this much, son. I would never have put more 3,000 with 2 10s before.
Oh, here we
I
go.
was gonna say good game, sorry for the suck out, but when you phrase
Oh,
it
I'm
that
just telling
way, it
the
makes me
truth,
not
man.
wanna.
Here, take 10,000 each.
Phil,
and I
that's
think
why you
it's
lose money online. Like,
You played
sorry,
the hand
nice
bad,
hand.
that's the truth. You
Okay,
put in
pick your
20,000
stakes,
with
heads
2
up.
10s.
pick your stakes, heads up.
His voice laced with disbelief and frustration. Phil goes on another heated rant against Dwan, questioning his strategy while refusing to acknowledge any of his own mistakes in the play.
Son, you're the sucker. You just put in 20,000 with 2
Okay,
10s.
let's play heads up.
Terrible play.
Play heads up.
During the argument, he even challenges Dwan to a heads-up match to prove his dominance.
Is that all you want to do? Is challenge me to heads up? We're gonna play
If it's
heads up. I
terrible,
told
then let's
you.
play.
It was terrible.
I sucked out,
But
I'm
what if
sorry,
you
nice
suck out
hand.
again?
We'll play as
You
many
admit it was
matches as you
terrible,
want.
right?
We will play as many matches as you want.
Do you
Phil.
admit it was a terrible play on your part?
No, it's standard.
Showing how his ego has certainly taken a hit with this beat, Phil continues his meltdown, accusing him of foul play while denying any of his own mistakes.
We'll see if you're even around in 5 years.
Maybe I won't
That's
be.
the truth. I don't think you will be, to be honest.
Now, such a blow-up can only come from someone who is nicknamed the Poker Brat. Number 5. This video has it all. Blow-ups over losses, meltdowns over mockery. We should go out with a bang. Did you know Phil Hellmuth once played poker against one of the biggest YouTubers, Mr. Beast? That's right. And not only that, but he had a blow-up in front of him too. Tension is in the air at this Hustler Casino live game, as Phil has already seemingly lost several hands by this point. Desperate for a win, he finds himself face-to-face with Mr. Beast. Eager to break his losing streak, Phil checks his hand cautiously. Mr. Beast is smart. He senses vulnerability in Phil's play and decides to throw in a bet of $25,000.
He has probably something good, and he wants me to bet, but I kind of want him to bet as well, so it's fine. We'll do. That's your call. 25.
Phil is doubtful and confused, yet he calls the bet.
Okay. I mean, I have queens. You probably have a king.
You got a queen? You got me.
Yeah.
Queen of hearts, five of hearts.
When Mr. Beast flips over his cards, Phil immediately knows he has been fooled once again as Mr. Beast has a lowly Queen 5. Let the meltdown commence.
What in the hell is going on? It's like impossible that I could ever be losing in this game.
More disbelief and anger follow as he questions his opponent's logic, using insulting remarks as he so often does.
The man just bet a Queen 5. I called 5,000 under the gun. I gotta have 9s or above, and he bet a Queen 5 for value on the river. I just have never seen such a bad play. And then he said, you win, because he never can win with it.
Even though Mr. Beast attempts to clarify his thought process, Phil does not care for any explanation at this point.
No, I was saying that because I wanted to fold. I thought I was dead.
Of course you thought you were dead. They're bluffing off their money to me. And, oh my God, this is so weird.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 must-see blow-ups of poker brat Phil Hellmuth. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more poker content. If you have any special topic you want us to cover in our next video, feel free to comment under this video, and we will bring it to you. Goodbye for now.